What's going on, Jerome's? So some news is going down tonight for the Vikings as linebacker Jordan Hicks, who's having a phenomenal year. Texas is back. Hook 'em. Jordan Hicks had a shin contusion that developed compartment syndrome on Sunday, and he had to have a procedure. Could potentially miss some time. So the Vikings had a need at off-ball linebacker, and by God, that's Anthony Barr's music. That's right, baby. Adam Schefter, go. With linebacker Jordan Hicks hurt, the Vikings are planning to re-sign a four-time Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr per sources. Anthony Barr spent 8 seasons in Minnesota after becoming the Vikings' first-round pick in 2014. And what's interesting is that it had been reported that Anthony Barr was going to visit with the Eagles, potentially filling in for them as Nakobe Dean is dinged up going on IR. So, some general managers just play checkers, like Howie Roseman, noted checker player, and some play 5D underwater chess, like Kwesi Adofo-Mensah. Woo! Love to see it, man. Plus, the Vikings having a need at off-ball linebacker. Guys like Danielle Hunter, guys like Harrison Smith, OGs were certainly pulling for their guy Anthony Barr, who both of them are very close with still. And Barr last season, after he was let go. Now, what's interesting is that Anthony Barr was like one of the first major decisions for Kwesi. Basically, he let the veteran linebacker walk, and Barr then went with the Cowboys, had whatever season, and has been a free agent so far in 2023. But back in the day, him and Eric Kendricks were a dynamic duo at UCLA. Go Bruins, that's right. Now, what's funny is that I'm a quasi-USC fan, but I will down the UCLA for production value and respect to the Bruins. That's right, man. And Anthony Barr was Mike Zimmer's first draft pick in 2014, number 9 overall. Now, yes, he was taken ahead of Aaron Donald. But also, what frustrated me is that, Anthony Barr was a fantastic edge rusher at UCLA, racking up and stacking up sacks. He was a converted running back, so we're thinking it's like, okay, here we go. We got Everson, we got B-Rob, we picked up Daniil later in that draft, in the subsequent draft with Kendrick, so it's like, oh, here we go, baby. We're going to be launched, but no. Like Zimmer turned him into an off-ball linebacker, and respect. For many years in the Zimmer Hellfire defense, Barr and Kendricks were the gold standard in terms of off-ball linebackers. Love that double-A mug look on third down. It was great. And Anthony Barr, who's mainly remembered for his legal tackle on Aaron Rodgers, Birdbone, Kelsium's son, but overall, like 4-time Pro Bowler. He's one of the Vikings' great off-ball linebackers. And maybe he didn't get the love and respect from the fans that he deserved. But I do think that he certainly could fill a role on this team because even though he is up there in age, he's not going to be asked to be that guy anymore. He's not going to be asked to be that strong side linebacker who's just isolated in coverage. He's not going to be that guy. But can he provide depth at off ball? Yes. Can he actually provide depth as a pass rusher? Yes. I would love to see Brian Flores turn Anthony Barr into the player that he should have been all along with Zimmer. A hybrid off-ball edge rusher, a guy that can get after it. So, if that's what you're going to be asking of Anthony Barr, yes, it makes a ton of sense. And you guys remember, a lot of off seasons toward the end of Anthony Barr's Vikings career. Well, in training camp, this year he's working with Andre Patterson on the defensive line. So we can finally see it. The Vikings need a little bit more spark along the pass rusher, as well as they obviously need some depth at off-ball. So we'll see what happens. Either way, I think it is a really smart pickup. I think it's a guy who has no ties to this regime, has no ties to this coaching staff, but a guy who can still play a role. It won't be the same role that he had when he was a team captain and 4-time Pro Bowler, but I think that Anthony Barr, this is smart. And the Vikings, injuries racking up and stacking up, having some veteran leadership, as well as a guy who knows the locker room and a guy who can still play a little bit, makes sense. And league minimum, let's go, baby. That's right. But your thoughts are thoughts. Anthony Barr is back. Yeah. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skull Production Value.